Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and this hellish hellscape of hell is going to continue. But we should get energy distribution soon, so that's an exciting thing of all its own. So, what we are doing first off is we're building more fast splitters because we need them. Do we even have splitters going into the bus in general? I don't think we do. We do. Never mind, we do. Okay, that's cool. So, what we're going to do is just allow that to yeah. And then, of course, what you've always got to think about here is, and we're thinking about that a lot lately, is how are we going to reconnect all of the things? Is like that. Brilliant. And then, of course, priority. Okay, I've been doing that so many times now, it's getting kind of old hat, quite frankly, which is kind of neat. Okay, iron gears. Get them out first because they're the ones that are most common, I suppose. And then we also need electric circuits because I guess they're also pretty common. And then regular splitters, not common, so they can go in there. Go. Connect them to there, connect them to there. Give us lots of space for lots. Okay, and then finally, of course, what the important thing to do. Got this perfect little bit right there. So, connect, connect, connect. Connect it all into there. They read. We've done this a million times already. And of course, it's going to be yellow +1 +0 actually. And as it turns out, we've actually kind of made a little bit of a mistake, but nothing that is unfixable, because that does need to times that by -1. Oh, and that's actually not connected to itself. Oopsie, that would have been bad. I say how many times we've done this before, and yet I'm still stuffing it up, apparently. That's good. Yeah, it's looking good. So let's connect it and make sure it does the maths properly. Clicky math rocks. Clicky clacky math rocks. Nice. And there we go. It's making them. Making them good. Hell yeah, buddy. I don't think we need too many of these, so we'll just do it like that. Okay. And yep, that's good. Make fast splitters. And they should start making them eventually. And just putting them in a box. How many things go in a box? Like 3 stacks. 3 stacks is probably fine and dandy. Hmm. Well, they should have gone the other way around now that I'm looking at it. Oh well, whatever. Point is, we're starting to make fast splitters, and that's a pretty big deal, I think. Meanwhile, we've been doing a lot of work on electric energy distribution, as opposed to all this energy that's not electric. I suppose non-electric energy is a thing. You know, I was being sarcastic at first, but it is actually a legitimate thing that does exist. So maybe we shouldn't be so sarcastic, eh? Exactly. Calm it down. Over here actually looks pretty good for that. So let's start thinking about substations. We do need to think about more steel in the future as well, which shouldn't be too difficult. I think we can all think about steel from time to time. What I'm actually going to do is copy this. We put it like that. about that bit. And we have run out of just regular old belts. You know what? We can use fast belts. No, we can't use fast belts for the inside. That's literally one of my rules right now. Rule is can't use fast belts on the inside. It's a very simple rule. One I was almost about to break. Where are my belts? Who knows? They up here? They're not up here. I've lost my belts. That's frustrating and silly. They were down there. I was going in the right direction. Just put another iron mine down. Get that sorted. Okay. Okay, Chief. See, here's where it goes. I'm gonna make my substations. See? This time we're gonna do it properly. Ah. Making a few ones of these might be very valid very soon as well. Okay. So what we probably want to do is have steel on that side. There we go. And advanced circuit to the red boys and copper plates. It's all connected. It is. All we need to do now is put a green wire into there. And wabango, we're good. And that is counting them out. Good. That'll take a little while it sorts that stuff out, but in the meantime, we are about ready to start subspace distribution. Subspace distribution? Substations. The hell am I talking about? Subspace distribution? What the hell is that? We're going to start distributing subspace. That's what I'm telling you. Hope you understand. Because I certainly do not understand at all. Okay. Like the clicky clacky math rocks. Do we have any iron just lying around that we can just steal? We do. In fact, we probably want to connect those in shortly as well. He's starting to explain complex topics with made-up words and simple analogies like Star Trek. I mean, you know, I know what turns you on. I could have not said that. But it's true. It's true enough anyway. Okay. Construction bots, let's move on. Oil is going to be a problem, but when is oil not a problem? Okay. Substations. We can get robots started today. I'd be very, very happy. Like, I'm not saying that's my ultimate goal for today. It's a good goal. My ultimate goal is to actually get the run finished today. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that much in like 3 hours. That could be asking a bit much. In fact, actually, medium electric poles. Hey, I can almost make them here. I would just need to get some iron in here. Interesting theory. Now, how are we doing for red circuits? Not nearly enough. Okay, they'll figure it out. All we've got to do is just start building those. And we'll be a step closer to where we want to be. Okay. Okay, now that is something. It is good that we're using the red circuits. That's nice. Steel is underappreciated. Sounds like we need to appreciate steel more with that line, doesn't it? You underappreciate steel after all it's done for you. Okay, so this might be a steel furnace here. And we might as well connect these two together because otherwise... Well, why wouldn't you? You know, why wouldn't you? Am I a monster? Sometimes. Not right now. Not specifically right now. Alright. And then at this point we might as well just connect these up as well. Steam has decided to tell me people are online now. Didn't used to do that. Alright, so we've got a few more lines going across, doing their thing. But even if we get to blue belts, I don't really want to start it until everything's upgraded with red belts. That could take a while. But that's okay. We have our first substation. Very exciting stuff. I love to see it. So let's get on with... Oh. Any more of those? We're lacking copper and iron. I don't really have copper or iron available. Well, that's a shame. That's fine. Furnaces. Furnaces. I want them to exist. Please let them exist. I want them now. Alright. In fact, we can just copy this from last time we did this, which was kind of here. Okay. I'd be very happy once we stop needing coal for everything, but we're moving towards that day. The day is not here yet. We're working towards it. Another thing we're working towards is the day that we actually have these medium electric poles. But that's not today. Well, it's not yet either. Okay. So that's going to consume a little bit more iron and steel and iron and copper, and that's fine. It can do that if it wants. How are we going with power? That's an important thing we're going to ask. Also, I never specifically said hi to you, Dave. I just acknowledged you and then didn't say hello. It was very rude of me. Hello, Dave. Alright, so can I just copy this? I feel like I want a radar down here. All good? No, it's not. Not okay. Very rude of me. I shall be put in the pens very soon. My crimes. Against David Hughes. Is he going to start wearing a lycra? Not today. Why would I wear lycra? I'm confused. Why am I wearing lycra? Green taped your ankle today and you can see me walk on it without assistance. Well, I mean, I'm glad it's somewhat better. Well, I mean, that's just how you gotta live your life. You aren't wearing Lycra in any of your sci-fi settings. What are you doing? Okay, I feel like that's actually too many. They wear Lycra? Star Trek? I thought it was science fiction space materials. AKA, I suppose, Lycra. One could argue that Lycra is science fiction space materials. Yeah, I heard. You alright? Sorry. Yeah, well, that's what you bought it for. Yeah. Would like one. And we connect. At some point, Ghostin's going to come back and be like, why does Ghostin bot exist? I don't know if he actually realizes we did that. And I regret nothing. I do not regret creating a bot because he told me to. I mean, he didn't specifically use those words. Let's be honest, if he had used those words, I probably wouldn't have done it. I'm a contrarian that way. They counting up? They be counting up. Hell yes. Okay. So that should make a little bit more steel. How much iron is it to one steel? 5. Goodness gracious, that's a lot. Oh well. How sour is it? It's acceptably sour? Oh yeah, I see. How will I maintain the circuit network with the upgrade to substations? One at a time. One at a time. It'll be alright. You'll see. You'll all see. Okay. Oh cool, that's one already there. We want to go red, green. Enable condition, we're looking at steel here, and only steel. Wait, really? Oh, we don't have red connected there. Oops. That's what I thought. Still short about 500 steel plates. Which is a lot. But we'll get there in time. And we do need to power this. And here's the tricky bit. Need to... this. And focus it on the right direction. Okay, we should be good now. Let's see. Nope, because it's wrong way around. Yep. Good. That allows us to make a bit more steel. Which hopefully should assist in some things. How is iron production going? Iron's fine, but it does look a little light, doesn't it? Very light, in fact. Next thing I'm worried about is how we going. Yeah, blue sides is not enough. That's normal. We are short on inserters by 10 and short on belts. Not short on belts. But what we could do is use this section here. Because if they're not using the belts and stuff, we might as well just put them into the bus, because we need to put them in the bus at some point. So we're going to do it that way. Split them up. Actually, they'll be on the top, so if we do it like that, haha. And they'll be on the bottom, if you do it like that, haha. Is that correct? Perfect. The genius! Maybe it's a bit much. Not the stupidest. No. Let's not make judgment calls we can't keep. What are we doing here? Oh my goodness, if I did it this way, I wouldn't have to do these little fluffy things. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. We can fix those up later. That's going to make everything so much easier. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. That's fine. That's fine. It's actually good. It's actually good. If we do it like that, like that, then nothing will ever try to come out this way. And oh my goodness, he's learning. Not quickly, but he's learning. I can just grab a substation because this one might work better. I feel like the very existence of a sushi boat is an aberration against nature. Yeah. Did you want me to disagree with you? Because I'm not gonna. You are correct. Okay. Okay. And what we need to do here is... This is where it starts. Okay. This is where we begin the fix. So, I did a little bit of work on this already. Just substation and bots. Okay. We put this in here, and we'll put everything back in that we lost before. Okay, so what we're going to do for now is go red there, green into there. Then we go red into here, green into here as nature intended. Red into here, green into here as nature intended. And then that's probably going upwards. Red into here, green into there. That's in my blueprint. Yeah, it's tedious because my blueprint didn't count on small electric poles being here. So it's tedious because I stuffed up. So now what we do is here where it was red and green before. Dave is right. Always right. So if we connect these in like that, then what is this actually pointing to that's not already connected? Nothing. We can get rid of that. That's the same. That is not connected to anything. Now this is where it starts getting a little bit tricksy, because that is actually what needs to be connected, and that gets removed. Oh shoot, shoot, stop, 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 stop. Okay, I think that's fine. Why did that just happen? Yeah, we might have more greens on the... I don't know. Only one way to know for sure, right? You know what? It did only last for a few seconds. Probably fine. You know what? There's no reason why it wouldn't have counted them. They had power. Yeah, I would have counted them. The only thing is it's not currently connected into this. So yeah, we've got 150 more greens than we should have. So it counted them, because greens just took up like another 150. That doesn't seem right. Maybe that was just never connected. Who knows? Okay. We're gonna be careful next time we do that. That's okay. Next thing we need to do, turn that off for a moment. Okay. That doesn't need to be connected to anything. And that does. Okay, so that's got to go green into here. Remove that wire. And then green into here, which removes that wire. And then red into here, which removes that wire. Should have nothing really connected to this anymore. Proceed. Yeah. It's looking good thus far. Okay, and that's one line done. It's gonna suck. Alright. Really think about it, a lot of things are gonna suck. Maybe I just don't build any more until I've fixed everything up from before. That might be a good idea. Okay. And now that's... They're not connected to red and green yet because they've got to go through the roboports. Ah. That's the way I programmed it. Okay. Green, green. Okay. Inverters and belt. Now belts shouldn't be on. That's about what I expected. It'll also get a lot easier when I don't have to do this anymore. And read. turn off one side of the output on the splitter? I did, and I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. Should have done that ages ago. It's okay, we're living and learning. We're living and learning in that order. Roboports, when I get the construction bots, which could take me a little while, then I can just build the roboports and everything will be... Yeah, you just put it as a deconstruction planner. You should never really have deconstruction planners in here anyway. I don't remember who I saw doing that. Okay, is that connected to anything? It is connected to something. It's connected to... That is connected to that, which means this connects to this, and that connects to... We don't have any wires. Okay, well that's a shame. You should have red wires in a place that is very easy to access. Access? Access? Is that what the word I was trying to look for? It was. Over here. This is where my mole cell is. Look at that. We've got a bunch of wires over there. What are you doing? We got a bunch of wires right there. Okay. Like steel is being made. That's exciting. I guess the next big advancement after that is electric furnaces. Probably. Okay, now, we had a science thing that was happening somewhere. I don't quite remember where. Was it up here? It was up here. So that shouldn't be connected to that. Now red is connected down there. Oops. Oh, they were connected. My bad. Okay, and that connects to that, which disconnects to that. Belt is connected to the arithmetic combinator. The arithmetic belt is connected to the arithmetic combinator. Arithmetic combinator is connected to the power pole. Rib bone's connected to the arm bone. Feel like we can probably start disconnecting these once. This is the last one. That needs to be, that's a input, right? Right, that one doesn't care. One of the few that doesn't care. That's interesting. Green wire, go up there, please. Okay, I think we can disconnect these. Let's just do one last scan. Red thing is connected to my wristwatch. Okay. So with that, and that's connected to that over there, yes, so we can pull these apart. Okay, it's going to look a lot cleaner once the roboports are in. Okay. We're fixing up these weird glitches that we did a while ago, but that's okay. The important thing is you can fix them. And they're always around the wrong way. That side of the belt's gonna be full up. We'll turn those off later, and it'll be good. Wrong way. Wrong way. These brains connect to Factorio. Factorio's connect to Steve's brains. Yeah, it just goes backwards and forwards, that one, doesn't it? Yeah, that one can stay where it is. I think we don't need to worry about those, because they will one day be expanded upon. That's okay. Now, this is where we were doing these weird, funky things. And I don't want to do weird, funky things anymore. Because I've realized there's a better way. Just to stop doing weird, funky things. That's much nicer. Let's connect that real quick. Nope, that was... actually, that's correct. And that's much tidier. Gonna be much easier to upgrade later. Yeah, that's right. You gone the wrong way there. That's alright. This is nice. I'm happy with this. Or for whatever passes as happiness, I suppose. Nope, we want to go... That was correct, actually. And now just things are just going a bit smoother. We'll fix those throughout the time that we're working, I'm sure. I want to get rid of these, though. I thought these were a really good idea. And I was very proud of myself for having such a elegant fix. But that's not elegant. It's the opposite of elegance, that. That's alright, I didn't do it for too long. How are you doing with green science? Still 349 on the bus. Bit much, but it's alright. We'll get through it. Steel has not really picked up that much, only gaining an extra 30. That's okay. But I probably want to upgrade all of these yellow inserters to blue inserters at the very least. Okay, flip that around, get it all nice and pretty. Just going to make the part where I have to put all the substations in a lot easier. That's fine that they're getting stuck. That's not fine that you're getting stuck. And really nice to see... Will Factorio allow you to see all the signals that you'll inevitably have when you have 100 plus signals? No, but I've got a plan for that. I do have a plan for that. I'm going to have a thing that works that out and makes it easy to spot what's going on at a moment's notice. Wrong way around. So what I'm going to do later is have like red, green, and yellow lights, showing like if it's at the bottom third red, if it's the top third, middle third yellow, and if it's the top third green. And so we're going to do it that way. But I haven't had really the time or inclination to get that sorted yet. But we'll get there. Is there a signal viewer mod? Probably. Oh, that's another one that's stupid. Got a bad case of stupid circuits over here. Okay, off you go. Oh, and another one. I really enjoyed doing that, huh? I was so proud of myself when I figured that one out. Oh, little did I know, that was very stupid. That's okay. Have you ever played a game of Factorio and don't realize you did something stupid midway through? Are you even playing Factorio? And the answer is no, you're not. You're not playing Factorio. What are you doing? Why are you not playing Factorio? I don't want to see a steel go through. There it is. That's another one. Oh, that one's an easy one. That one's just that. And that's another easy one. Oh. That way. It's counterintuitive. You want it to go backwards. Okay. There'll be a lot of this needs to go on, and we will have to be doing a lot more of this in the future as well. That's okay. People did ask me, do you have a plan for that? And the answer was, yeah, no, it's really simple. It is, but not the way I was doing it. The way I was doing it was stupid. Oh, and that's the bad one. Got a couple of bad ones over here. Okay. It's bad. It's bad. You know it. You know it's bad. Okay. Red. That's correct. And reconnect that. And there's another one that's wrong there. Good. Yeah. That's good. Nice. Very tidy. At the very least, a lot tidier. Sometimes a lot tidier is just what we really need to achieve. We've made 16 fast splitters. That's exciting. I'm really worried about advanced oil processing because we need to have crude and water together. That means we either need to move crude or we need to move water. And honestly, with the way I see things progressing, it might be easier to just move crude. I hadn't really considered it too much. You know what? I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's another one where it's stupid. A bad case of stupid belt. Okay. Oh, that actually brought through a little bit through while I was working on it. That's funny. Okay. And that fixes out that problem I always had. So that's fun. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that for this. And it turns out I don't even need to. That's still moderately okay. I don't know why it'd be built that way though, but whatever. I don't know why I do a lot of things that I do. And really, we've just added a whole bunch of stuff onto the... Oh god. We're going with making sulfur. Actually making sulfur sometimes. Wow. Legit surprised. And that disconnects all that. And we swap that around to be like that. Lovely. A barrel, but I don't know if it's the right sort of barrel. I guess it wasn't. Or if it was, it didn't want to go that way anyway. I gotta be careful with mods in this, with what I'm doing here, because if I install a mod, it could very well just add another thing I need to put onto the rubber duck. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, anything you add will go to the rubber duck mod. And I don't want to add more objects if I can really help it. I think it works that way anyway. My point is, I can't afford to add more items. Like, if there's something that makes my life easier, it doesn't really matter if it is another building. Okay. Advanced oil processing is at 99%. And now it is not. So I'm building. Or researching. That's another one. Wrong. That one's kind of a strange wrongness. Very Lovecraftian. It's a strange wrongness in this town. Let's disconnect that for a second. Because I think that's going to be a problem. Actually. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be a problem. It's a perverse wrongness. Get the coal feed out of the belt and then we'll sort it out. I think we're good now? Yeah, we're good now. And connect that back into the... Nice! I think I was only doing this for one session and already I can just see how much it hurts. Alright. I'm sure someone was like, oh man, Seifer's doing this the weirdest possible way. And I was. One thing I can admit is that I sometimes do things in the weirdest possible way. He's streaming. Okay. Connected. Everything is looking pretty good. We do need to worry about these oil refineries because we are going to need more strange objects. God, how many times did I do this and think I was so smart? I was like, I'm such a genius. I'm such a stable genius.
Thanks for your support.
Coal and Stone, your beautiful engineer.
Coal and Stone, you beautiful engineer. Damn right. Coal and Stone, brother. Coal and Stone. Thank you very much for the 13 months, Solburn. And, oh, may I say, meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. I think that was 13. I don't know. I can't count that high. Counting is irrelevant anyway. No one does it. Except for the count, of course. But he loves to count. That was 13? Nice. You gave up counting for Lent? Well, I got some bad news for you, I Am the Sky. Lent is over. So you get back to counting. Lent. Well, I mean, be honest, I always was bothered by people say, I gave up this for Lent, and then after Lent they just go straight back to it. It's like, the point of Lent is more that you stop doing it entirely, and it shows how you didn't really need it. People are like, but I gave up chocolate for Lent, so how am I supposed to live without chocolate? It's like, I don't know, maybe live without making stupid Lent promises. Think about that, huh? And their answer is no, they did not. Yeah, it's basically, what is it, 40 days since Ash Wednesday? 40 days, come on man, you know about 40 days. Okay. We've got to stop it from popping up saying whenever someone comes online. This is getting annoying. 49 days. Well, damn. You know what days are, so that's fine. Maybe I just won't worry too much about substations until we get roboports. That might be the correct action. It's not though. It's not though. Make bonfires. Damn. Can't get bonfires. Okay. Connect that to there. Connect that there. Then we just need to connect anything in here that's wrong, which is that. That. Okay. Oh. Fair enough. Okay, that was a fairly uneventful line, so that's good. I don't think I want to disconnect this. Actually, I think I can. I absolutely didn't want to disconnect that. Oh shit. Oh no. Ah. Probably fine. Awkwardly stated. It wouldn't be off by much. As long as we don't touch these, the power being off was a bit of a problem. As long as we don't pull these up, we should be okay. That should disconnect. And there, which disconnects that. I think that means we can pull these up now. That seems reasonable. Fine, that wasn't sushi counting. As long as these bits keep power, we'll be very careful what we pull up, because if we pull it up wrongly, we lose power, and that's not an ideal situation. It's actually not connected to anything right now. That's the problem we've run into. So what we need to do is go grab some copper wires and then just sort of figure it out. Thankfully, there's some copper cables right there. We use those copper cables too, but that's alright, we didn't. Well, they're connected, never mind. Okay. So what I'd like to do, connect that green wire to here. That means this is less important now. And green wire needs to be connected to this. And not to... Okay, and just be on the safe side, we'll connect green and red like that. So I think... No, there's the other side. Gotta sort out. It's red and green. Connects into there. And that's just a... that. Green wire. So not connected to this anymore. And that also is not connected to that. Or that. Oh, that looks pretty good. That is connected to that, which is fine. This is going to take a little while. That's okay. This is kind of what we designed this problem for. Just to make sure everything connects properly. It's not the ideal way we want to do this, because they should be going through the robo ports, but for now, it's fine. Right now we don't even have robo ports. But maybe it's not worth worrying about something we don't have, eh? How far are we from roboports, actually? I feel like 3 or 4 technologies away from it. Oof. Actually kind of rough. Guess what we need to do then is... steel's a problem? No, steel's going up. Steel is going up. So what we need to do is probably find a way to make more blue sciences. So why do we not have more blue sciences? Well, that answer should be obvious to anyone who knows anything. Not enough engines, and the other one is probably not enough sulfur, if I take a guess. No, it's not enough engines on both counts. Interesting. We need to make more engines. How many engines do we make? We have 91 engines currently out of 90 engines. Okay. I'm reading that as... Okay, can we push engines up just a tad? Currently it's at... wrong thing entirely. Let's push this up to 0.5. Ah, breaking my spreadsheet. 200,000, okay. So we come over to my computer. Our computer. I've really got to build around this. I've probably got to build south a little bit. Okay, so engines, which are here, needs to go to 200,000. Right over there. So that'll allow us to push through how much more? Only about 20, 30 more engines. That's fine though. I mean, it's more engines, right? All right. Generally, most of this is working though. We probably wouldn't be bad for adding like some more steel production though. Could we add steel production? I mean, why not like here? Because it uses coal. Whatever. Here's the other steel production there. Actually, that would put it right next to another steel. Why not here then? Got a steel line? Good line for steel. And since we're using substations, why don't we just do it properly from here on? That's fine, more or less. That's not fine. There's really no kind of way to fix that. Aside from... There's a way to fix it. But painful. Okay. Grab all that coal for the moment. Don't worry, we'll chuck it back in. Fine. Then what we're going to do is build iron chests. Put everything in the iron chest. Take that out. Put it back in. There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved, don't do it again. Or I'll bite your legs off. Okay, and with that we can pull those up. And much tidier. Much tidier. Okay, now we've got a steel thing that we can just copy faster. Passed her away. That's reasonable. Okie, how's that feel? That feels good. Okay, and combinator. That's going to spit out a number. That's going to spit out from here. And from there, that should start working. And it is. Sometimes I surprise even myself. Most days I surprise myself because I'm like, holy shit, I'm still breathing. Okay. I didn't think that was going to be the thing that would change in the near future. But it's always nice to be impressed with yourself. Oh, we've got all these green. Green? Okay, I'm green-blue colorblind. That's never good. We'll grab some arithmetic combinators as well. Be good to have. Maybe we're going to stop using yellow inserters now. We seem to have a lot of blues. Got the blues. Short on regular splitters. Yeah, it's reasonable, I suppose. Where was I building? Over here. That's right. Okay. It's always going to be yellow, so that's important. Fixed a bunch of stuff, but the RNG of the quote bot doesn't agree. I mean, yeah. I can't even fix the RNG of the quote bot because that's just kind of how Ghostin is. If Ghostin was here, he'd tell you the same thing. Maybe. Okay, and then what we want to do is... Nope, not quite like that. We wish to connect these, and we do the whole line because if you're going to do something, do it. Even if you want to do something right, it's just if you want to do something, just do it. Just do it. Just get it done. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to connect this into here, connect this into here, connect this into here, and connect this finally into here. That way we can remove this. Yeah. So red, green is about steel plate. I always find steel plate funny because it looks more like a girder than a plate. Is that funny? I don't know. I think it's funny. Okay, is that counting? It's counting. Some things will never truly change, will they? Okay. So now they should be using iron a little bit more frequently and getting those steel numbers up, which is important. You've got to buff up those steel numbers. Okay. That's pleasing. More steel. How much steel more do we need? We need Red belts. Red belts are coming along. At this point, I'm almost wondering if it's just worth it waiting for construction bots to be done doing it. But yeah, we can do red belts occasionally. We've got a few. What we actually need to do is up the saturation a little bit because I think it's a little bit light. A lot of places. I mean, if that's going through just fine, the saturation is definitely too low. That's looking a little bit tougher, I suppose. You know what, I don't really know the exact numbers, so we're just going to push it up a couple of hundred. Well, let's push it up 500. That's probably reasonable. If it goes too high, then everything jams up, and it'll be fine because we'll just build more belts and everything will. Currently trying to put another 800 coal on the belt. We'll get there. I have faith. Oh hey, it's another thing where it's connected wrong. I always love it when like you do the big numbers and all of a sudden just everything pours out and then it just stops and looks at you awkwardly. Got some splitters, we've got some fast transport belts. Good. Science happening, look at it go. Yeah, buddy. Yes, buddy, my friend, go. Well, look, let's speed this up. Why? I don't know. It feels good. Feels good to speed things up, doesn't it? Does it feel great to have things faster? Of course it does. Why we do it. Steve bots are coming. It'll take a little while, but they'll get there. Now, you can just use regular belts. And it feels good to build things. No, it just always feels good to build things. Meow? Wait, why are you saying meow? Meow. Alright. Is the meow bot broken? We have broken meows. Tell me the meows ain't broken. All I've got, I'm a poor humble streamer, all I have is pathetic cat meows. I am Meowbot, meow meow, I am cat, meow meow. Witness the perfection that is cat. No, it's the other way around. You'd think you want it that way, you want it the opposite. You actually want it the extremities. It's a common misconception. The reason why you want it on the extremities is because you want it to encourage to go to the outside layers. This needs to be red because it needs to encourage to fill up over here. As I said, it's a common misconception that people make. Like this here needs to actually be red. Okay. Because you want to encourage that side to be the fun lane. All belts hold 8 products per segment. Red and yellow belts seem more congested than red, even though they hold the same amount. I suppose. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that, because it does... They hold the same amount, but I guess they don't hold the same amount over time. Like, it's 3D, you know? You got your left, you got your right, you got your up, your down. But you've also got time, and time is the thing that changes. I could say velocity, but it's not velocity, it's time. I probably would have loved to put in a red splitter there, actually, but we ran out of red splitters. It's a damn shame. What we can do, fill these up with transport belts. Putting red on the inside split is necessary. Come back to you when I figure that one out, eh? Sure. I considered it to be necessary, but now that you mention it, maybe not. Yeah, maybe it's not necessary. Only on the outside ones it is, like here, here, and here. On here? Probably not. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you wouldn't put them on the insides. Felt right. It felt good. I think you're right. I think it's going to be easy. Yeah, I think it's going to be easy to upgrade if you don't. Oh, hey, it's another one of these things that never got fixed. Now see, that's encouraging. No, it's not. I thought it was encouraging, but it was a lie. I have been deceived by myself once again. Make sure we go the clockwise direction. That makes sense. It's looking better and better with the fast belts. I agree. We can possibly even move it higher than 7. You get all the belts. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea, but we could. I guess we'll know for sure when we actually get it all built up, and we'll know. It'll be very obvious very quickly if 7 is actually too low. Really funny watching everything compress like that every time I do it. You can just see it all just sort of jamming into the end. Kind of funny. What's 7? Well, I was originally thinking, yeah, the number of products per belt in the spreadsheet. I think 7 might, because I was thinking 8 items go on a belt, but I don't think I considered faster belts equals more space for things. I was considering a belt which is completely jammed. And I wanted to have a little bit of room left over. So I multiplied it by 7. That might be too low. I'm thinking it is too low now. But that's okay. Okay, fix that up. Fix that up. Excellent. Another dramatic save from your boy SeiferKatt. Lubricant is almost complete. That's really nice to see. This is where we run out of stuff. Still. Yeah, because red just really powers it across the line, doesn't it? And that's good stuff, because if it powers across the line, that means it gets to where it needs to go faster. Or it spins faster, which is still better than not spinning. Spinning is always better than not spinning. And that's a true statement that is true everywhere in the world. Okay, we need to turn that around. This might be a trickier one. You have a design for sushi? Oh yeah. A lot of people look at the sushi bust and have a great design for the sushi, and I love that. I love that I inspire people for new hate. You know, this must be what insert person that you dislike by their ideas thinks about. Don't give me a name. I'm not getting political. I just got slightly political. Okay, moving on. Based on my system. Oh, now I'm even more excited. Kinda like mine, but better in every way. Yes. Oh, burn. Can't do this to me. I'm getting all hot under the collar. Oh, yeah. Pray tell, what's your idea, Dave? Oh, no, not Dave's attack ducks. Really scary, man. You don't understand how afraid I was of that duck. Rather than put the assemblers directly next to the belt and only control the outputs. That would probably be good. I've done it that way before, but I think it was a little bit more chaotic than I was kind of hoping for. But that's another way you could do it. You could really just do smaller things and just individual machines. The only problems I've had before is when you do that, the outputs, it's really difficult to put things onto the bus. You can't do it that way though. I mean, there's a million ways you can do everything, right? Just what matters is what makes you happy. And your idea is clock-based. Interesting. You're aware clocks aren't real, right? Do this real quick. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? Sag, as they say. I did that today, and then I just immediately regretted it, and then my friends made fun of me. Which, you know, is appropriate. I deserved it. How can clocks be real if time isn't real? Answer is really simple. They're not. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh god, that one's more broken than most. Do this. That's the thought. Do that, then we can pull that out. I don't even know where Sag came from. I just saw people saying it one day, and I thought, is this what cool kids say now? And I was like, I want to be one of the cool kids. And then I was saying Sag. Any moment, guys. Bitch. Came from Pog's community? Oh. That's not good. No way in hell that's ever good. Hootage. Hooge. Nope. That's weird. I regret everything I've ever said in my life. Particularly there. Particularly that part. Really only that part. Well, the interesting thing is it does actually look like it's pulling through more iron. Iron actually looks like... Iron looks like it's really doing its best right now. Keep it up, Iron. You can do it, Skeleton. I always enjoy you can do a Skeleton. Just encourage the Skeleton. He's doing his best, and just believe in him. Believe in skeletons. I believe in Skeleton. Actually kind of funny. We're making these. How many gear wheels do you want? 5. Are you getting numbers of gear wheel? I don't know. You heard Dark Souls? You did. Did. Just you can do it, Skeleton. And you should always believe in Skeleton, because they can do it. They just need your encouragement. Okay. I mean, is there validity to adding like another percent of flashback to Dark Souls 1 graveyard? Man, Dark Souls 1 absolutely wrecked me. So, I didn't know the way you needed to go in Dark Souls 1, and I feel like a lot of people made this mistake. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go somewhere. I'm at the Filing Shrine. Okay, so where do I go? And like, well, obviously I go down this hill, because that's the most interesting place. And then there's skeletons that beat the shit out of you. And I'm like, okay. I did that for about half an hour, and I went, that's clearly not where I'm supposed to be. So I was like, well, where do I go? So I went down to the old city. The ghosts. And that didn't go well either. And I'm like, well, I don't think the game's meant to be this difficult. Yeah, it is. I don't think the game's meant to be this difficult, so I sort of stopped playing after a couple of hours. I was like, where am I supposed to be? And then I read online, oh, you go up the hill. I'm like, there's a up the hill? I didn't even know. I went up the hill, and then the game's a lot easier. Meow? What's up? I'll be back in a second, everyone. I've got to answer a very important question. Subaru duck. Good old Subaru duck. Subaru? I don't really remember how to say her name. Friend of yours started with the skeleton key and found all those areas. Only much later he found the right path. Wait, so did he start with going to the Valley of Lost Drakes? Because that's horrible. Also, quack quack, Richard Pod. Hello. Dave quite likes ducks. Can't really do anything about it. But he's happy. Alright, we need to get back to work. Okay, so I think hogs, maybe we can up them another percent. So iron gears are currently at 7.5%. I think we're going to take it up to 8.5%. Which is a very strange divisor of 11,764. $764. Oh, geez. And that was his way of playing Dark Souls? That's horrible. I'd throw in Mario Duck. Pose. I haven't seen the new Mario movie. I think we're going to go see it. I think Panda wanted to see it. I kind of want to see it too, actually. Don't put it all on Panda. Train. At some point we need to consider trains. Really just resource trains or something. I don't know. I haven't quite figured out how we're going to do trains. I thought we did, but then I was wondering whether it's actually going to be a good plan. Okay, what we're going to need to do... That the Mario movie is actually good. Yeah, that's a surprise, isn't it? No one could have predicted such madness. Okay, so that gets my iron gears just a little bit faster. Which should hopefully make my red belts a bit faster, and then really just everything just zooms around the bus. Zoom zoom, they say. Really funny, you only go 2 things away and all of a sudden it just slows down to a crawl. Kind of bad. Yeah, and if things are being built, that just means that things are going well. The most favorable thing you've heard about is stop expecting kids' movies to be entertaining if you aren't a kid. Well, don't tell me what to... Chris Pratt. Yeah, Chris Pratt. Yeah, fine. I mean... I think if you can turn your mind off for a little bit, you don't have to be like a child to enjoy those sorts of movies. But you have to know that you're not exactly going to go see like some high-class film. You're off to see like a film that isn't that. And that's okay. There's no problem about not seeing like this A-grade quality movie. D&D movie is good. D&D movie is hella good. Sonic movies are good. I haven't seen the Sonic movies. I wasn't really that interested in them, but I know some people really enjoyed them. It's still just always weird seeing Jim Carrey these days. Like, he just sort of vanished for a long time, and then he just sort of comes back, expecting me to love him again, and I'm like, no, Jim Carrey, you had your chance. We're over. I told you this. Like, come on, give me a chance. And I'm like, no, Jim Carrey, no, not again. After you broke my heart. Jim Carrey never broke my heart. This is a conservative nut now. I mean, probably always was, honestly. If I remember rightly, he was the guy that... He was on, like, Kick-Ass 2. Like, being a, like, gun crazy guy. And then after a shooting that happened, which is, you know, absolutely horrible, he started going on about how guns bad and all that sort of thing. It's like, dude, the literal character you're playing is someone who gunned good. And it's like, I get it. Like, yeah, maybe that not good, but kind of shooting your movie in the foot there when you start going anti-gun rhetoric when it's supposed to be like pro crazy dumb shit. Congratulations. Kick-Ass 1 was great. Kick-Ass 2 you didn't like. I bought Kick-Ass 2 on DVD and then never watched it. A long time ago. What is this all about? Oh, God. That's horrible. What's just happened? It's on me? Absolutely, it's on me. I never said it wasn't. I just really wanted to watch it. And then I didn't. I didn't really care. Actually, I bought it from like an online store, and then when I got it, it had like the, you know, there's the DVDs that like you could, if you go to a store to buy DVDs and they've got like the protective thing, they have to use a magnet to like unhook so they can, you know, make sure the DVD doesn't get stolen. So it was in like one of those when I bought it from an online store, and I was just like, ugh. So I basically shattered the DVD case to try and get it, and then I was like, I don't even really want to watch it, and so then I didn't. I didn't shatter the disc. The disc is fine, probably, but I never watched the film. Yeah, no, I just never watched it. What's the deal with Blue Science? I don't know. What's the deal with airline food? So I bought a DVD. Yeah, I bought a DVD, and then I just never watched it. I mean, don't act like you haven't bought video games and never played them on Steam. It's because, like, you thought one day you were gonna play it. DVD's nuts. Hey! I hope you're happy with yourself. Got him! Yes, I have been sufficiently got. Well done. You've watched the first episode. You just watched the first episode of an anime where aliens discover what cats are. What sort of aliens are they? Are they human-looking aliens? What's the anime called? Let me look at these aliens. I want to see these aliens. You were got good. I was got good. You are correct. Thoroughly got. Were they sexy cat girl aliens? Because I know Japan loves doing those. Too cute crisis. Just to be clear, is the R meant to be capital, or you just got excited typing the word? Again, I know it's a stupid question, but we all know anime. Oh look, too cute crisis. Images. Ah yes, the humanoid aliens. You didn't know they were aliens, you'd never know. That's alright. You never know with anime. Not that it really matters, but you just never know. Anime is freaking weird. I'm not gonna click that link. I'm gonna try again. Put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord and I'll look at it there. Okay, red splitters are actually going really well right now. No rhyme or reason to how I'm placing them. Dungeons and oh. Where do you get this shirt from? Where is this shirt? Where's this shirt? Adorable. Got like a little ranger, a little paladin, a little monk. I guess that's a rogue. You know what? The ninja throws me off. Ninja isn't a class. Get that weak shit out of here. That's fair. I respect that. Okay. We've got all these like splitters, and we just might as well just chuck them back in there. That's a rogue. I mean, is a ninja a rogue? It's I guess a subclass. Isn't ninja is a subclass of a rogue? You really thought about it, honestly. Maybe I should have, Maybe I should have thought about it. That sounds like a me problem. Okay. We speed this up a little bit. I think it is actually clearing. Hard to look at it when it's juddering like that, but it does actually look like it's pretty clear. How many times have you seen a person pick rogue but play it as a ninja? Very rarely, honestly. Usually I see someone play as a rogue and then just get knocked unconscious a lot. I see a lot of rogues go unconscious. Honestly, usually they get like really enthused by the idea they can stealth, and then they fail a stealth roll at the worst possible time because, you know, there was 20 guys and they were just going to walk around them. And they're like, hey, what's over there? And then they just beat the shit out of the rogue, and the party has to go like, time to save the rogue, I guess. Like that's the rogue like way of life in my mind. Hey, is that a rogue? And the rogue goes, no. It's like, I think it's a rogue. And it was a rogue all along. Gonna connect that to there, that to there. Keep on connecting things. That doesn't need to connect any further than that, so really all we need to do is connect green wire to here, and then we can disconnect this. Yes. But that should, oh, it does have red wire connected to it, never mind. I think rogues are like the #1 class that gets into big trouble very quickly. I know you think it'd be bards, but it's really rogues. Like, bards get into problems with, like, the innkeeper's daughter, typically. Okay. What I want to do now is connect those. This is going to take a little while to get the substations working properly. Where's that even going? And around. Fascinating. Yeah. Okay, so we want to go green into there, but not to there. We also want green into here and red into here. At that point, we can just delete that. That's connected correctly, right? Not quite. What is that connected to? Oh, that line's going up there. Okay, that's fine. At some point I'm going to have to audit everything, and that's going to be a real pain when that happens. That is connected to up here, right? No? That's connected to here, which is connected to here. Oh, okay, sure. What else is this connected to then? That's connected to here. It's also connected to here. It's also connected to here. Oh, no way, actually. Now it's connected to here. Yeah, we can just remove that. Okay, problem solved. Okay. Again, just really happy to see this all coming together. Once we get the roboports though, everything becomes a lot easier. And then we can start really expanding pretty quickly. Well, probably pretty quickly. We can start expanding more. I don't like these wires that are connecting over that way, but when everything connects to the roboport, it'll be nice again. So what I need to consider is how are we going to make lubricant? Because that needs heavy oil. Heavy oil made out of water and crude. Okay, so really the answer is we don't do it that way. We could build over this way, but that's going to take us a long time. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 jumps before we even get there. That's not quite feasible at this stage. Checking power. We haven't checked power in a while. Power looks okay. Power looks okay. Power's fine. Okay, good. So since that is not feasible currently, we need to consider barreling oil. Which is a terrifying prospect, I agree. But it is one we must make. So barrel oil, we shall. We're going to need some advanced... we can make assembling machines. Okay, and we connect that. Oh gosh, I'm really used to just... Bothers me that I've got like one underground belt. But that's a normal thing to be concerned about. Oh, Wes. Actually, no. Because if we take the barrels from here, we're kind of putting this into a position where we're not happy. I'd rather take the barrels from up here. Oh, I laughed. I smiled, yeah. I don't know if it was a good one, but I did smile. You are correct. I more smiled because you remember that like thing about like there's it's like a barbarian and they just keep trying to intimidate them, but instead they just keep flirting with them by mistake. And everything's like natural ones until it's like the end where it's like, fine, you know what? I try to seduce him. And it's like, that's the only 20. It's just like the absolute failing to harm someone and it just being like a romantic situation. You know that story? See, that's why I was smiling because it reminded me of that. And I like that story because it's silly. It's very silly, but as I said, it makes me smile. Okay. The Paladin versus Gazebo, that's always a good one. Classic. I mean, it's very, what's his name? Don Quixote? You know, tilting at windmills. Okay, we can start deleting some of these now. And that needs to be green wire into here. And I believe at that point, everything fine, yes. That isn't going anywhere else. I think connecting red and green to here might be better than what is currently happening. And that is connected to that, so we can remove that. Green or orange? Orange. It's an Easter egg. Is green the green Easter egg? Yeah, it's just the color of the foil, isn't it? As usual, you have tricked me with the same answer no matter what I picked. And I fall for it every time. Next, we got an Easter egg. Easter egg. Easter egg. No, the Easter chocolate wasn't cheap today. I feel like they... Mmm. Okay. I'll have a look tomorrow, see if I can get cheap Easter chocolate. Okay? Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Is that connected? It is, but not in the way I would have done it. See, we can disconnect this, because that's all connected through there. This and this. It's a bit cleaner. It's not quite as clean as I'd like it to be, but we're working on that. Don't worry. So now what I'd like to do, get some barrels in. No problem, we've used up all our splitters. Okay, now we take that into there. Enable. Yes. Anything? Okay. So that'll add those in, which is pretty good. And then it'll make oil barrels, which will take up to the water to make heavy and light oil. It's hardly ideal. That was actually worse. Now, how much oil barrels do we want? Do we need much heavy and light oil? Probably. We can always adjust that later, should it be required. Should we do that about the same level of petroleum? I think so. Wow, are we actually having iron problems? We might be. Very soon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, Master Luke! God, I hate C3PO. Worst character in Star Wars, bar none. Okie dokie. Oil. Crude oil, specifically. Let's close that. Okay, crude oil. We're going to take that to... We'll go 0.5 as well. That's not going to be great. Those adding? Those are adding those. Okay, so 0.5. It's going to be the same number because we're doing the same number. Derp. That will force more barrels into the bus, which quite frankly, not the worst situation. Yeah, it's trying to get another 100 more barrels into the bus, which is fine. Pretty important. Where was crude oil? Down here, right? Ass. What was crude oil? I don't know much about Warhammer Crude, but I feel like that would be a bad thing. A Crude like the bird people? Someone would know. I don't know much about the Tau. I really don't care about the Tau. I like their mix, which ironically is I think what people don't like about the Tau. Meanwhile, someone's like, I have no idea what Steve's talking about, but this is a normal occurrence. Now all I can think about is the crude. I have to look it up. A-R-O-O-T. Yeah, the avian creatures. They bird-like beak. And they shoot people. Good on them. Good on them. I respect them. I respect bird people who shoot people. Not a lot, not a ton of respect, but you know, enough that you don't really want to mess with them. You know what? That's wrong. That's entirely wrong. That is a subtractor, not an additioner. These. Thankfully, easy fix. Because now it's doing -5, which means it wants 5 more barrels in. That's what we wanted. How do we want to do that? Not like that. To know. Okay, then we want to split that. Excuse me. We never actually picked up more splitters, did we? Actually, yes, we picked up the faster ones. Oh. Then we go red, green, crude oil barrels, and then we go an additioner, some maths. It says, hey, look, just count up anything that comes through you. It's only going to be ever the same thing. And then put it through. No, read them. That was never done properly. That's alright. If it gets done wrong, it's actually a fairly easy fix, usually. Okay, so now we've got crude oil on the belt. That's good stuff to have. Because now we can start thinking about refining it into light and heavy oil. Which... this is not going to be an ideal situation for now. But for now, this is all we can do. Until we manage to build all the way up here. 6.4 million coal is so enticing. We're not needing to be there yet, but we do need to consider it. So the next step... Okay. Okay. I will later on make one of these in the full water so I can actually take advantage of like the blueprinting continuing the water. Right now we don't have that. That's coming. And now this shall suffice. Excuse me? Oh, because you want to be done. Do a little splitty split. You want to do a little splitty split, don't you? Don't you? You want to do a little splitty split? You can do a little splitty split if you want. He deserves to do a little splitty split. And we need to fill that up as well. I think that's right. It's not right. Off by one. One off. Okay. And bam. Okay. So this is where we're going to make oil. The important thing about this is we don't need to barrel water at this point. I really don't want to have to barrel water until it's absolutely necessary. There will be a time where we have to barrel water, but not yet. Just if we could get oil near water, like over here, this is the ideal situation. Then we're probably in a good place. Oh wait, we've... crud. We have an issue. Right. Good. Yeah, we'll do the full build here, I think. I think that's appropriate. And the last thing I want to be is inappropriate in a Factorio build. Okay. Now we're just going to get oil, and every one of these oils is not really going to make me that much. This is more of a temporary fix, remember? Not really seen as a permanent solution. Cut down these trees. New Factorio run. Be as inappropriate as possible with everything you build. I mean, isn't that just this run right here? Except worse. Could we make this worse? Absolutely, absolutely, we can make this worse. Let's not make this worse, eh? Run needs a not safe for work tag. Yeah, it probably does actually. I'd just be worried if I put a not safe for work tag, someone might be disappointed. See if it could always be worse. Absolutely. You know what? Wes, that might be the most trust you've ever put in me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, not safe for life. It makes it sound like I almost feel like I'm just being edgy at that point. And I'm not an edgy person. We go like that. Disconnect it. Go like that. We disconnect it. Go like that. And we've done it around the wrong way. Disconnect it. And then that's not connected to anything, and we get rid of it. Proud of Steve no matter what he does? Aww. Sweet. Thank you. Okay, so 100 crude oil. Barrels only hold 50, right? Up sulfur. Yeah. I don't know if that necessarily holds water, unfortunately, but shoot, you're right. Do we need to up sulfur? You know, engines are also kind of bad. Sulfur's the problem though, isn't it? Shoot. Okay, sulfur might be a problem, you're right. Well, sulfur's coming through though. How much sulfur are we trying to get? 87, 84. That's a low number. That's a low number. Very low number. I don't know where to put this. Over here is probably fine. So a barrel only holds 50, so we need 2 barrels of crude before we get a single one of these to fire off. It's not ideal. Aw, don't put yourself down like that, Dave. I know you're probably joking, but don't. Don't joke. You're always welcome here. I really want just regular splitters if we can get them. Oh, you know what, we can. Go from here. Alright, this is the crude oil. Come on down, Mr. Crude. Crude dude. Okay. Then, of course, we need to do some math. Oh, math's that way. Green out. Okay. Times -1. But how do I feel about that? I feel pretty good about that. Yeah. Got regular barrels in there, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, at the moment we've only got 15 barrels of crude, and we're trying to get 168, so... But with the addition of crude barrels, we have doubled the number of barrels we're trying to get in the system. Does placing down a blueprint automatically build the circuits and program if you manually put the stuff down? Yeah, it does. So for instance, what you're saying is if I did this, it does keep the same thing. If the next question is, so why don't you do that? I don't have an answer for you there. I'm sorry. I wish I did. And if you weren't going to say that, don't worry, I'm projecting. I'm projecting. I know I should be doing it that way, but I'm not. Why not? Because I'm projecting. I know. I know. Eventually. One day we will actually do that, but we haven't done it yet because we're terrible. Uh, that's my answer. I am terrible. I cannot do it. Why not? It's crime. I wouldn't want to do a crime. I'm a good boy, and good boys don't do crimes. Speaking of doing crimes and good boys, I was thinking more about the RimWorld run that I want to do next. And I was thinking I really like the idea of doing the dragon people. I was going to do like a dragon people clone base. And then just seeing if they can accumulate 10,000 gold. That's the goal. So they're going to hoard wealth. And I'm really excited by this idea. I don't know if it'll be good, but just hoarding wealth and just like, being mercantile traders just seems really fun to me. So that's what we might do. And not cannibalism this time. Maybe. We'll see. Cannibalism is always a bit up in the air in RimWorld. You can never just say no cannibalism because cannibalism's so good, such a good idea. It's so fun. It's just free food. You know what? No, I don't. Yeah, I just want it straight out. So what I want to do is count that, and then back up there and just that. We did it easier. And if we do this, look at that. We're actually doing things effectively. I'm scared too. What we might best to do is have one of these here and then do another one near this lake. Maybe on this side, have another cell there. Okay. So that's going to take forever to get any oil in. I know that. Okay. Look, I'm not here for a good time, I'm here for a long time. Every Tinder profile in your areas has that quote. What, you're not here for a good time, you're here for a long time? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Not here for a long time, here for a good time? I was intentionally saying that one wrong. I hope they're not saying that one wrong in your Tinder Tinder area because that's really funny. Maybe they are saying it wrong. I could see that. Someone being like, ha ha ha, I'm being clever. No, I said it wrong. Don't worry. It's all good. You had too much faith in me. I respect that. Now stop. Stop having faith in me. Who hates laughing? Oh my god, I like to laugh. Oh god, I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to think of just... I like to laugh is the funniest thing to put in a Tinder profile. Like, yeah, I mean, wow, aren't you an individual? You like laughing? Oh my god, so do I. Shit, I forgot all about those ones. They're so good. I like music, food, and laughing. I also like breathing. Oh my god. Having a wine with the girls, and then like all their pictures are of like their friends. You actually don't know which one you're talking to. That infuriated me. just a picture of a bunch of girls at bottomless mimosas, and I'm like, okay, one. My rule was if there's like a picture of a bunch of girls with bottomless mimosas, I was like, you know what? I don't think either of us are interested in each other. I can tell you that real quick. I had like a bunch of rules back in those days. We should have 22 crude barrels just roaming around the facility. And we do. Well, that's good. Is there a comment that makes everyone less sigh and go, really went? Mimosas are terrible, champagne is a terrible drink, and sugar juice just makes it worse? Huh. I've never had them. I've never had a mimosa. I mean, just a reminder, I don't drink, so that does make mimosas a little more difficult for me. I mean, I occasionally drink. I passed my driving test, I was like, that's it, I'm drinking. Your profile, wait, hang on, you got banned from Tinder once in its early days. Oh, in the early days. Your profile of Groot was back when you could broadcast pictures, and you posted a picture of a log. Oh, I mean, I respect that. That's funny. It's crude. It is crude. But I laughed. So. Why would you report that? Why would you report that, people? My God, did you report that on bottomless brunch with mimosas? I'm just joking. Everyone sort of puts their own thing, and let's be honest, some people's this is not limited to any particular gender. Like I've seen the other side of Tinder, guys, and let me just say, guys are just as bad. So, if you think guys aren't, then maybe look at your female friends' Tinder and realize, wow, you know what? Guys are the worst. It's all gym pictures and fish. Yeah, Dave, I know you're a big whiskey fan, aren't you? You always talk about your whiskeys. That's all gym pictures and fish with guys. Which, you know, how often do you go to the gym? How often do you fish? I don't know, but I guess you do it a lot because there's always a bloody picture of a gym and a fish. Oh, and then beersies with the guys. Gotta remember beersies with the guys. That's important. But you don't put that in your in like the bio. Probably. You probably don't put that in the bio. I don't really know. Back in those days, I would like match with someone and then be too shy and never message them. Yeah, my Tinder game was terrible back then. I do not miss those days, not even a little bit. I respect that. I highly respect that. How are we going for power, by the way? Pretty good, I think, still. Probably double check. A while since I've had a look. Yeah, everything's going well. I mean, we're not really using that much power. Hey, Maholican Party, welcome aboard. You don't have a raid message? This is the raid message. Well, we like to scratch your furniture, so, you know, that's how it is. Welcome, everyone. We'll do a shout out for Maholic, fellow Kiwi, so, you know, clearly he's going to be a good dude. Make sure I spelled it correctly. I have playing Factorio. Excellent. How's the cats? Cats is good. Cats is good. We're doing a sushi bus at the moment, so if this disturbs anyone, I apologize, but I'm not changing it. Currently, we're trying to do oil, and I've realized we need 2 barrels of oil before we make a single thing come through. So that's not great. Very colorful. It is very colorful. I actually need a bit more iron. Because we need to make lubricants at some point, start making construction robots. But that's okay. We are getting there. We are progressing. We are advancing. We are becoming better people. Only landfill was something that needed to be belted. It does. It does need to be belted at some point. Pretty sure. Hang on, let's check. It does. Because at the end of this, we need to make 5 rubber ducks per minute. And a rubber duck takes 197 items. Not in C block. Not in C block. We're not doing it in C block. Goodness, no. Ignore that. Dave's just having a laugh. We're not doing the C block. 5 ducks per minute, absolutely. Ducks in C block, not happening. I don't want to die. What we're going to do is we're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. It's alright. We're going to go like that. We're not really in any hurry to get this one done. Okay. So that way it's going to start producing the crude oil eventually. It currently has done 0. Very soon we get robotics, and then construction bots can do all the hard work for me, which is going to be nice. I appreciate that. That's when I realized that I've done it wrong. Put red belts in front of red belt production. It's probably not a bad idea, actually. There are red belts. They're all a bit slow, aren't they? Okay, we'll do what we can to make red belt production a bit faster, shall we? So I can go by at a faster rate of knots. You accidentally played Factorio until 2:30 AM. Nice. Hopefully you didn't have like anywhere to be the next day, because that's bad when that happens. I think we've all done it though, right? Maybe not all. You have bots going? 11:45 you had to be somewhere, I assume you mean? That's not too bad. Every time someone brings up C-Block, you want to play it, but you get bored halfway through. Yeah, I think C-Block is an acquired taste. It is one that I find delicious. I have not ever made it a secret how much I love C-Block, but it is an acquired taste. And it is a taste that I'm really tempted to do again at some point. I don't really have any special plans for it, though. If I'm going to do C-Block again, I'd have to do something different with it. I don't know what different I could do. And therein lies sort of my problem. Yeah, you don't just do something again because you can. You got to have a reason for it. You don't have to, I suppose, but I feel like I'd like to have a reason to do it. Excuse me? Oh. Yeah, no, that's... Oh god, I don't know what just happened there, but... yeah, we can just do that. Like that. Let's connect that. Like that. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit trickier. red, green, and then green. Let's make sure we don't stuff this up, eh? A good trick to stuff these sort of things up, so let's not do it. Is that what's connected to this? That is. Okay. Connect it like that, and now that's not connected to anything. Okay, good. Splitters pulling off products for red belts also now upgrading. Yeah, oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got problems. Things aren't connected. Things are still not connected. Okay, some numbers might be a little bit off right now, but as long as the combinator's broke, you're right. Yeah, I figured out the decon planner filter trick. Yeah, absolutely. Of course I did, Glacier. I'd be a real fool if I didn't do that. I actually don't know what you're talking about. So, you know, half. All right, so we're gonna look at a cat from the calendar. So let's just do. Now the question is, as always, is this a great cat? If it's a great cat, you say yes. If it's not, you say no. If it's a great cat, it goes into the competition for cat of the month. Well, bam! Let's have a look at the cat. There it is. Oh yeah, I figured it out. That's a cat. Look at it. I did figure it out eventually. It took me too long, but we got there eventually. And I was very proud, and I spent probably about half an hour fixing it all up. I just saw it today. I was like, oh, I know this trick. All cats are good cats, but is this a great cat? Look at it. Look at this cat. So far, pretty much every cat in March has been a great cat. I think people just generally love cats. Not much I can do about that. Because cats are pretty great. And so the answer if this is a great cat or not is yes, it is. Quite overwhelmingly too. Let's just move some things around on my desk because I do need to clean my desk in the next few days, I think. Now there's the companion cube here, and that shouldn't be here. That should go back on the shelf. It hasn't gone there yet. Soon. Alright, let's get back to it. What the hell? No, stop. Windows. Alright. When we get... How, is this working now? Oh! We have oils! We have oils! Hey Nuke, how you doing? We played Galaxy Trucker today, Nuke. Ben won, and we're all disappointed. We know you would have had it. Learn that plates get stuck in pots today. Is that why you couldn't make it? A plate was stuck in a pot? That shouldn't happen. Oh, I see what Dave means now. That's right. These went sped up. You're doing redneck engineering. Hilarious. Oh no, he stuffed it. Yeah. Sure did. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Yeah, we lost some of those things. Good news is we got some of them. I got a new plan for when I stuff that. Oh no, he stuffed it, and then I stuffed it. That's classic. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to assume we shouldn't have any electric circuits. Coal. And some of them we'll just never know. At least there's science in my inventory. There's no science in my inventory. Well, that sucks. Does upgrading steal items from the belt? Upgrading doesn't, but changing the orientation does. Which is the mistake I just made now. So, GhostInBot got in early, saying, oh no, he stuffed it. But that's okay. GhostInBot is a time traveler. Which doesn't really surprise me now I think about it. Makes sense. No. Nor would I expect it to. Yeah, well, the substations are actually coming in a lot faster than I thought they would. Now, the theory was maybe we could add sulfur to the bus. And, yeah. I don't want to add too much sulfur. There is such a thing as too much sulfur in the world. Maybe we can add a little bit. So what have we got available? We've got 3.05% left. Goodness gracious. Let's take it up to 0.35. Which gives me a ridiculous number. Which gives me 285,714.3. That'll have to do. That about right? Yeah, add some more. So more sulfur has been added, and that should make more blue science. Sulfurage. Sulfurage? Shit. Thankfully, if you catch it fast enough, you can use a snipping tool and fix it. Catch it, rather. Okay, so one of those. One of those. One of those. 3 coal. 3 plastic bars. 1, 2, 3. 4 iron plates. 1, 2, 3. 3. 6 copper plates. Wow, really? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Goodness, that's a pain. I gotta stop doing that. Thankfully, when I have the bots, it shouldn't be possible to do that. Snipping tool comes to help again. Good work, snipping tool. You're the hero we all needed. There are some that we just don't know what happened there, and we just have to live with that. Couldn't live without Google Sheets and snipping tool. Yeah, that's fair. I really couldn't live without snipping tool. Like, it's 95% of the notes I make at work. It's like, like, not notes, but manuals. Now use the snipping tool. Now use the snipping tool. Now use the snipping tool. And people are like, I don't know how to use the snipping tool. And I'm like, now find a new job. Like, you or me, I don't care. I'm not helping you anymore. And then I just leave. Iron ore doesn't matter, that's not on the bus. In fact, we could just do this. There we go, that fixes the problem. Way to be a team player. I am joking. I do not treat people like that. I joke that I treat people like that, but I never would. If training is your responsibility, you should be paid more. Yeah. Perhaps. I'm not really unhappy about how I'm paid, so that's enough. Oh my goodness, when I get roboports, it's going to be so good to get this all sorted out. We are actually getting roboports today, which is really exciting. The extra sulfur, we haven't added that much extra sulfur into the bus, but it's a bit more. And a bit more is really what you need to achieve sometimes. You know what? We can just go boop, boop, and just let's never make use assembly ones again. Still got a lot of sulfur ready to go, which is okay. Now, why was I in such an excitement to build this? I don't know. I think it was so I could build. What do I need for construction bots? I think that's what it was. A flying robot frames, which need better. Oh God, no. Lubricant for bots. I mean, do I need lubricant to be? Oh, I do need lubricant to be on the bus at some point. Do I need electric engines for other things? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's worry about lubricant now. So heavy oil makes lubricant. So we can make 50 lubricant right now, which is actually not terrible. And we might as well just make it in here. Right? No reason not to. We don't have anything making chemical plants yet. That's going to be a problem another time. Ooh, making blue signs though. Carry on, my good sir. Carry on. And just iron or iron gear wheels. Iron for now, it's here. We've got this big cell. Why don't we use it? Big cell. All right. Sorry. Every now and then, when I say big cell, it just reminds me of Big Shell, which I don't think Snake said Big Shell that often. I'm thinking that was Raiden probably. God, Metal Gear Solid 2 was a game. So I played Metal Gear. So I'm just going into history now, Thief history. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 when it came. Well, when it came out on the Xbox original, and I was like, yeah, really excited to play it. And I was just like, I finished it. I was like, didn't really enjoy that. Maybe just Metal Gear Solid 1 was really good, and Metal Gear Solid 2 wasn't. So I played Metal Gear Solid 1. I was like, not really enjoying Metal Gear Solid 1 either. Maybe Metal Gear Solid just isn't good. And then I never played Metal Gear Solid again. Any of them. And people go, oh, but see, if you gotta play Metal Gear Solid 5. And I'm like, do I though? Do I? Do I though? And then I don't, and I'm happy. Maybe Metal Gear Solid 5 is great. I don't know. I'm not playing it. Decent game, overrated series, but you can see the appeal. I don't really like stealth games. That's probably not helping either, to be honest. Like, I always get really impatient playing stealth games, and then I don't stealth, and then I get shot, and then the game goes, see if you are bad at game, and I go, yeah, I guess I am. And they're like, you should be better at game, Thief. And I go, yeah, guess I should be. You're right. Well done, game. You figured it out. Metal Gear Solid requires a certain level of not paying attention. Well, that's an interesting problem a game could have. Best way to enjoy this game is to not enjoy this game. Okay then. Alright, we've got some lubricant. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Next we need to barrel it, but I'm not really worried about barreling it right now. What I'd like to do is make electric engine units. Not electric engine Unix. That's a different thing. We're gonna need flying robot frames for utility sciences. Of course we are! Okay. For now, just worry about electric engines. Unix as in... That is the most horrifying hand gesture I've ever made. All the guys in like the chat just go, ooh. Which is, let's be honest, probably 95% of chat, if not higher. Okay. You know, we only needed 2 of these. Then, there you go, problem solved. Electric circuit and engines. Engines. Okay, and then we need to go a couple of these. You know what? I've done this a few times. Why don't I just actually copy and paste this? Learning. Metal Gear. Why is it so solid? Why is this Metal Gear so solid? That's the real question. That's the wrong way. You do it this way, and you... And then we connect that to that. Then we're actually done faster than ever before. My goodness. Could have been doing that ages ago. To be fair, it's not like it's Snake's Metal Gear. Like, Snake isn't exactly a big fan of the Metal Gear units. Snake's like, you know, if there's one thing I love, it's Metal Gear. I love almost dying to these things on a regular basis. What happened to Metal Gear Bose Einstein Condensate? Condensate? I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Or are you just making up syllables and trying to trick me? That's not okay. I'm easily tricked, you know. Okay. Really intense back scratching was required there. Metal Gear Solid. Oh, I see. Metal Gear Solid, liquid gas. Wait, some of those... Wait, are those other solid... Like... I thought there was only like 4 states of matter, and plasma's even a bit sus at that. Look at this guy. I think there's only 4 states of matter. What a fool. Okay. Go down the rabbit hole. There's dozens of states of matter. It gets silly. We can't just make more states of matter, people. It's not okay. It's confusing and it upsets people. Mostly me. Do you want to upset me? Answer me, science. Please. I need to know if you just want to upset me. Because if you do, that's cool. Just tell me. Making it very personal now. Oh, yeah, I suppose that was already connected. And then red, green. Electric engines. Right, at the moment electric engines are 0. That does make sense because we've never actually put anything through them. Even now, it's just so much easier to connect everything. I mean, yeah, there's still a lot more that needs to be, like, slowly fixed with the substations, but, I mean, it just feels good that it works now. Now, electric engines, I think I need lesser than I need regular engines, but I do need them. I'm going to need them for sciences. Okay, what have we got electric engines at? Got engines at 0.5. We'll take electric engines at 0.3. So it's not going to be a big number, and also I do need to actually check the math on that. So 0.3 is 33333. Okay. I couldn't find them there for a moment. What's sulfur at? Sulfur's at 3.5. Oh, then that would make sense. The sulfur would be smaller. Okay, that's reasonable. So how much electric engines are we trying to put into the system? Probably a rather small number, honestly. 100. Really, exactly 100. Huh. Okay then. Here's Soul Edge. We're bringing it back, are we? Nice, nicely done. So now that should be working. I just want to really make sure the numbers add up before we move on with our life. And yeah, they do. So congratulations. We may continue. Mostly it's just taking green circuits, but that's okay. As that all sort of builds up again, it should be alright. Maybe the inner ones do need to be upgraded? No, it's because these are yellow belts. Not their fault. They're only slow because it's going from red to yellow, red to yellow, red to yellow. See, now it's a bit better. I think it's correct the way it is. It looks a bit rough, but I think it's correct. Find out later. Actually pretty impressed with how well this base is going right now. I know some people will be like, it's not going that well, Seif, but actually kind of is. That's the thing, it kind of is going pretty well. If you think this isn't good, I don't think you understand how badly how badly I thought it was going to go. But what does concern me is that we are reaching that 100% number. We're going to have to tone something down. Probably coal by a few percent. I think we can tone coal down. Maybe even electric circuits. Oh, let's go grab some wires. But there is plenty that can be toned down when we get to it. Yeah, we don't need that. Alright, that's all looking pretty good actually. Yeah, the big problem is blue science. And honestly, it's going to be completed very soon. You know what, let's start working on roboports. And I think roboports can probably even be built. No, not in here. They're all... Actually... Up. Alright. They require 45 advanced circuits each. Oh dear. That's a lot. How many do we currently have? We're not short of them though. We currently actually have the correct number. Maybe it's okay then. So we need... Actually no, I don't want to build here because they're already consuming a lot of iron gear wheels. Maybe over here? Maybe over here. So we need steel, iron gear, wheels, and advanced circuits. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, and we'll just switch that one off. And then we'll switch that one to the correct direction. Okay. Iron gears, advanced circuits. Those are not connected to anything. Generally a mistake. They are still not connected to anything. As I stated before, generally a mistake. Now they're connected? Now they're connected. Great. Now I'd like to grab these. Can it connect? Goes -1. Connects into there. Hello. I would love chips. Thank you. It's a very full bowl. Thank you. A small bowl, but very full. Okay, make sure that's counting. It is. Yeah, these two can share a belt. This one can just be like that. I honestly don't see a world where we get so many roboports that we need to have, well, so many things coming through that we need to have two constructors. I don't see that world existing. Doesn't matter how much I want that world to exist. I don't see it existing. Okay, we can now build roboports. That's a hell yes, sir. That's a hell yes. So, now we can build roboports. And honestly, we're going to put this in a passive provider chest. Don't get too excited. Bots are a little while away. But I think we're moving in the right direction. I almost wonder if it's not a bad idea to have another one of these somewhere else. You know what? I know if it's not a bad idea, because it's a great idea, I should have another one of these. Over here. How many substations do we have? Lots. Okay, good. Dave was right. Dave was always right. Why is a professional? He has standards. Did I want to limit stacks? A valid question. Probably. Limiting stacks does seem like a good idea, doesn't it? We have a slight problem here, actually. You know what? I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to grab these. Real quick. I'm allowed to handcraft. I'm allowed to do this. Shift them over there for the moment, just to get the first one done. Not because I necessarily need it, because I kind of need something. This needs to be created over here so I can actually get the network, the circuits working properly. Also, I'm just looking at how these belts are done, and it's not good. Yeah, see, this is kind of breaking us a little bit. So ironically, what we need to do, we do that. Doesn't give it power. Why not? That doesn't have power. Interesting. We'll get that sorted in a moment. Don't worry. How do we have power now? I think we have power now. Yeah, that's going to break for a little while. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have construction bots and it doesn't have entities for construction. We're just going to, there we go. Problem fixed. Whenever I don't like a flashing light, I just put my face over it. Pretty much how it works in real life as well. We just also put one here-ish. You're doing it wrong! I mean typo. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Don't worry, it's a common typo. Keys are right next to each other. Was that the exact reference? Like, don't remember what the original thing was. Keys are right next to each other, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's what the reference you were making was, but the keys are right next to each other was a classic. It was like, if you all, I mean, good morning. Hello. If so, I accidentally made the right call on that. A long time since I've heard about that, well, thought about that one. But there in the end, guys. Yeah. It's an old internet classic. Back from the days of bash.org. Where I used to check that every day. And I used to think IRC was like going to be a really fun place to hang out, and then it turns out it wasn't really. It was just a chat room. That's the one. Bunny robes and wizard hat. That one is one of those things that's actually transcended bash.org. Like that one exists elsewhere these days. Like everyone knows if I put on my robe and wizard hat. Memes had a line of text, not even a picture. Oh my god, yeah. We're just going to connect this down here, because why not? Insult, counter insult. Oh god, that's a classic. Okay, we're just continuing to do research because it doesn't matter. You gotta do the research, you gotta keep going. 65 barrels have gone out, 65 barrels are coming. That makes sense. Actually, that does make sense. It's very rare something makes sense in this base, but that's one of the ones that does. Okay, so now we technically have bots being made. That's progress. What's the belt of infinite chaos? It's not infinite chaos. It's moderate chaos. So, Roboport's not bots. I need both. Roboports are being made, right? Now what I need is some bots to use those Roboports and expand. Highly regulated chaos. Circuits are involved. That is true. And stack limits. Honestly, one thing I'm surprised there isn't a mod for in Factorio is like another color of circuits. Like, I understand red and green, but why is there not blue circuits? Because honestly, I've looked and there is nothing like that, and I'm very surprised there isn't. Someone would probably know why, but for me, I find it very strange. Likely hard-coded stuff. I imagine that would be the answer. Because otherwise it's just too bizarre that it just doesn't exist. Okay, you know what? This is a good place for flying robot frames. No, it's not. We need batteries. Shit. We need sulfuric acid. No. And water. Oh. No. We were so close to greatness. Well, arguable. Sounds like a color blindness compatibility mod. Blue circuits exist in the vanilla version. Oh, sorry. Yes, what I meant was wires. You are correct. Blue circuits do exist in vanilla. I meant wires. No, that's true. I did say that. That's my tendency to call blue circuits blue chips, because chips are delicious. Yeah. And it's got to be a hard-coded thing, because otherwise there'd be like a mod that's like, hey, this adds like 50 new types of wires, and you know that would exist. But if they're not making that, then there's got to be a reason for it. We'll add tool belt, because I'm really worried about inventory space, clearly. I do like the idea that I've played so much modded Factorio, I don't even know what's in vanilla. It's not untrue, like, I'm just like, how do I get glass in vanilla? See if there is no glass in vanilla. What? And how do I make silica? Well, then what do I use silica for? There's no silica. Like, I have no idea what's going on. This is not limited to... That actually is a useless cell because there's no water in this cell. I need to go one more up. Well, I guess I'm going one more up. Would be an awesome DLC. Plus one cable support a pack $10. I would pay it in a second. I don't know why, but I know I need more cables. I am the reason these companies exist and are able to profiteer off like shady business practices. In 2 circuits, you have to take great care not to get your wires crossed. Maybe that's what they wanted to achieve. True, maybe. If that was the case, I probably wouldn't have struggled with the first session of this. And that we would have lost the entertainment of me losing my goddamn mind. $3,000 hours out of Factorio. I mean, yeah, I'm nearing 3K. I find it funny. Like, I always love a game that creates a genre. Like, I know games like Factorio existed before Factorio to some degree, but damn, no one quite created Factorio, did they? You were disappointed there wasn't an Ultimate Collector's Edition, Supporter Edition with a cloth map and a resin statue and a skin of like the engineer, except wearing a Mountain Dew shirt. Yeah, I know. I was also disappointed by that. God, gaming is toxic these days. A plastic low-quality train. Factorio holds a special place against those games. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of the indie scene. The indie scene does do... Oh, the canvas bag, not actually canvas. Well, because there's a shortage of canvas. Don't you understand, Turtle? There's a shortage of canvas. They can't give you a canvas bag. You kidding me? There's a shortage of canvas. Goodness gracious. So demanding. There's a worldwide shortage of canvas, and you're over here wanting a canvas bag? God, that was a cluster truck. And a limited edition biter skin. Mandatory games are so toxic and hard to please. I mean, I'm gonna be honest for a second, kind of, a little bit. Like, a little bit, yeah, but at the same time, no, that was, it was just dumb shit. Okay. So we're gonna use this area for sulfur. Oh shit, there's coal over there. I forgot about the coal. How exciting. Trees. I don't really care about trees right now, but it's cool they exist. Okay, well let's finish this belt because we're here now anyway. Actually, we don't have enough belts to do it, so we'll just do this spinning thing and call it. Okay. So what we'd like to do is make. Yeah, I don't think I've bought an Ubisoft title in quite a while. Like, I don't really boycott companies. I just don't. Like, there's a couple of companies that I'm just like, I don't really want to buy from you, but if they make something good, then hey, we'll talk. Usually make something good, so we don't usually need to talk. These days, I really just play a lot of indie games, and I'm just quite happy with that. Cole, how exciting. Steve on Christmas morning as a kid. Yeah, look, I just gotta say, I wasn't the best kid. But man, did I love Cole. I know 1800 was pretty decent. Sure. I'm sure it was, but just a bunch of stuff. Blizzard blacklisted. You know what? I wouldn't say Blizzard is blacklisted for me, but they're certainly grey listed. I overlooked a lot of their stuff, and then oddly enough, the thing that just sort of pissed me off about them was the Blitzchung thing. I know, I don't even play Hearthstone, but it just like kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I don't care about Hearthstone, but it was just like, it wasn't even the fact they couldn't even be honest about why they banned the guy. You know, just be honest. We all know why they banned him. Because China demanded you do it. And how well did that work out for you, Blizzard, by the way? China? You still going well in China? No? China trying to kick you out? Okay, never mind. Because that didn't work out well for you, did it? God, I'm a little shit. It's spicy today. But, yeah, that was the thing that annoyed me. You know, just be honest. Just say, yeah, we did it because we like money from China. That's okay. I get it. You love money. You're a company. Companies are allowed to love money. Just be honest. I mean, you can't be honest. I know you can't be honest there. Just be honest that you did it to appease a... Nope, we're done. We're done with this. We're moving on. We're moving on. I see where I've gone. I see where I've gone. We're moving on. Cool. Peter Molyneux. Awesome. Peter Molyneux. What a guy. Love Peter Molyneux. No Man's Sky. That's a game I really need to play again. I played a little bit after it sort of gotten goodened, but not a lot since then. Just a little bit. Sulfuric acid is the best space exploration game ever made at this point. Damn, Yamo! Better than Starflight in 1980? Something? That can't be right. That can't be right. You gotta be joshing me. Not possible. Make a better space exploration game than Starflight? Or Star Control. Star Control is actually a better game. I don't know why Starflight's the first thing that came to mind. I barely played Starflight. Peter Molyneux creates some of the best stories and narratives out there. Sometimes also in the computer game. Got him. Yeah. Played Elite. It wasn't. Wait. Which Elite are you talking about? Are you talking about Elite Dangerous, or are you talking about the original Elite? I just want to know. Asking for a friend. Both. Oh. Frontier was good shit. I loved Frontier. The original was better. You know what? I played the original more. So I can respect that. Frontier. Well, Frontier was Elite 2, and there was an Elite 3 as well, if I remember rightly, but I never played that. I think I'm happy that I increased sulfur output. Even then, I'm not super happy with what's going on with the old sulfur boys. All those billions of stars on a single 1.44 disk. Hey? Oh, sweaty boy? Yep. Huh? AKA save icon. That just reminds me, like, the save icon is a lot like Jesus that died to become the symbol of saving. I love that joke. It's such a dumb joke. Okay, so that makes sulfuric acid. Now, we're going to put that in a tank. Oh, actually, we've got some iron plates here. We can just steal those. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in a tank. All my sulfuric acid can sit in this tank. All the 0 of it. We're not in a particular hurry to get the next part done, so we'll just leave it for a second. There's actually some validity to making sulfuric acid somewhere else. Like up here, perhaps. Yeah, some validity. I wouldn't say 100% validity, but hey, some is better than nothing, right? Now, why am I coming down here? I wanted belts. I remember this now. Belts are located somewhere around here. It's there. Just regular belts. I don't think we need that many underground belts either. We can trim that down a bit. Do we need more splitters at this point? Not really. We've got 229 belts though. Whew, that's not much. But very soon all this is going to start getting upgraded by bots. I say very soon, I mean we've still got to build like, 30 or 40 roboports. So I guess maybe not that quickly. Anyway, at some point we're going to figure out that coal. Okay, nice. Need one more sulfur. Oh, is that the sulfur? Is that the sulfur for me? Oh, that's not my sulfur. What about this? The sulfur might be for me. It'll make some sulfuric acid. Oh, baby. It didn't come this way. The next one has to though, because one was on the left, one was on the right. Possible that it even comes back around. That'd be exciting. Oh, shoot. We were doing some work on there. I forgot. We wanted... What do we want exactly? We're doing batteries. Iron, copper, sulfuric acid. Okay, wait. Then we go iron. Yeah, we'll just do it by that way. Change copper. Okay, awesome. And then we're just going to connect that. That's the sort of person I am. Once we start getting construction pots, this is going to be kind of interesting and kind of terrifying very quickly. Where was I going to turn coal down? Not yet. Probably could turn coal down a little bit though, couldn't I? Even a couple of percent would probably help. No, I don't think I feel comfortable turning coal down just yet. Local battery. Oh, they're not made here. They're making chemical plants. I knew that. I'm not a fool. Sort of a fool, but you know, a good-natured fool, like one that's like, "Hi, folks! Oh, I'm your fool! Jinka, 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 jinka." Power is good. Power is good. Who are you calling a fool? Exactly. I am your fool. All right. That should work. Okay. I want to see some iron come across. All right. We are moving closer to that iron, which makes me feel pretty happy. Alright, so that's going to get the batteries. Why science speed? It's already slow. Production modules for labs? That's actually a really good point, Dave. That's a really good point. Good thinking. Keep you on. I know you were 3 days from retirement, but not today. You're not allowed to retire. Uh, do. Okay. That sorts that out. That gets batteries. We'll just disconnect that real quick. Okay. We'll build floating robot frames somewhere else. I don't think we need to build them all here. I think I'd rather build them somewhat like here, maybe. Even here. Or maybe in this one spot that we haven't even touched. I think I want to leave this bit open for coal because we're going to need that. Okay, disconnect that for the moment while we fix all this up. Okie dokie, that's good. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, that almost tricked me up. Because we do... Yes, that adds. But red, green must be connected to here and then battery. And then that reads, of course, we knew that. Now that's not going to do anything yet. Doesn't need to do anything yet. It just needs to do something eventually. So let's go and get the batteries a number. Look, let's tone down coal by a couple of percent. I think coal is probably a bit overactive. Wow, this part of the base is kind of dead, huh? By dead, I mean everything's spinning quite nicely. Okay, so we'll turn down coal just by a couple of percent. Production module is going to be important, and less to meander over to a specific place. But you gotta watch power. You cannot let power collapse. That's always a number one thing. Okay, so first off, coal can go down to 23%. I think 23% coal is okay. That's going to give me a strange divisor. It is going to give me a strange divisor. So that's going to give me 4347. so that means we've currently got like 600 too much coal. That's okay. Now batteries. How much do we want of batteries? Let's go 0.3 batteries. No reason we have to go silly. I mean, we can go silly, but let's not go silly. Just you don't go silly just because you can. A foolish idea. Spinning is better than not spinning. I agree. I mean, I know I agree. I said it. Okay, so how many batteries are we trying to get on the system? 100. It's not many right now, but that'll all buck up. Don't you worry. It'll buck up like the Winter Soldier. Because his name's Bucky. Well, it's actually not. It's James. James Buchanan Barnes. I thought his name was Bucky. I'm sorry that you had to find out this way. Damn right. You missed an E at the end, but hey, I'm not gonna actually you on that. I just did actually actually you on that. Sorry, I'm the worst. Let's just disconnect that just for a moment. Make sure that adds properly. Adds properly. We're happy. All right. Now we just need to get the sulfur in, and we're gonna start getting more batteries. Another sulfuric acid manufactorium is probably not a bad idea. I like saying manufactorium. It makes me feel like I'm intelligent. Sulfurage. But, I mean, I like how iron plate and iron ore has been pretty consistent for the last hour. Except for one bit, we still sort of silly on iron ore for a while. Oh, I see why, because iron plate had fallen. We fixed it and then it went back to normal. You can sort of see where it gets fixed, which is kind of cute. I mean, it's kind of cute how it just spikes sometimes. I like it a lot. No kills. Pollution, we never turned off pollution. We probably should have, but it's fine. Refs are cute. If you think they're not, then you are wrong. Oh, crude oil's getting made. That's unexpected. Did it just empty a barrel or something? Must have. Or fill a barrel. It could have filled a barrel. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Alright, so we've got 4 batteries. That's very nice. 4 batteries will make how many flying robot frames? 2 flying robot frames. I kind of wanted a larger number there, but that's okay. Okay, what we're going to do, pop that there. That's a really easy connection. And then I got some bad news for you all. Won't worry about the bad news yet. We'll focus on this, and then we'll worry about the bad news. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm liking this. I'm very happy with what we've got, what we've built so far. I think I'll be much happier once I get all the I've forgotten what they're called. Substations. Once we get all the substations together and fixed up properly, I think that's going to be a huge improvement. I think we're going to make some real advances there. Also, there's a copper mine here that we could totally consume. Addle logistic network, that's true. How are we going and making roboports? None yet. once they like, okay, thank you. I think once we get to the point that we have them starting to build across, I think we'll actually start really getting some shit done. We actually ever monitor how many stations we wanted? I don't think we did. I would like to get that done. Substations are up there. I think we ever did limit them. We did not. 2 stacks should be enough for anyone. How are we going? We're actually got pretty good on making the red circuits though. I almost wonder if we could chuck in a few more red circuits because I think that's what's slowing us down. Red circuits and plastic. I mean, what if because we dropped coal by how much? By like 2%, 3%? Got coal by 2%. What if we picked up that percent with plastic and red? I think we'd enjoy our life a little bit better. Let's do it. So plastic, if we push that up to 6%, which is going to give us a weird number. Not the weirdest number. 16,666. And we push, what was the other one? Red chips. Red chips at 1%? Okay, red chips are definitely too low. 2%, please. And that'll take those to 50,000. Which is, of course, half because the percentage held. Yeah, so we're wanting 672 red chips and 2,000 plastic. Coal is normalized and back to where it should be. That's good, actually. We're at 97.65% for the base. Do we dare add a little bit more for iron gears? And I think we do. Iron gears are currently at 8.5. Let's take them up to 9. Let's add an extra 1. Oh, like 0.5. Okay. That's just going to type 1 a bunch of times. So 3,000, and it's currently, yeah. So that'll push it up another 100 or so. That's going to help a few things. It's going to help us make our red belts as well, which is probably the next thing we really want to advance on, aside from, sciences. Actually, speaking of sciences, where are the sciences? Where's the next sciences? Wait, why have I not been researching that? That's incredible shit. That would require me to have so much less coal on the belt. That's huge. It's huge. Okay. Right now, like 23% of the belt is coal by design. If I can push that down to like 15%, so long as we never run out of power here, that's gonna be a big deal. Anyway, you know what? I said we're gonna have sad times. Sad times do have to come because I've just realized the time again, and we do have to stop. So it is time to stop the stream. I'm sorry. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've had fun here today, or at least enjoyed yourself. If you're new here, please do consider following. One more playthrough. One more playthrough of what? If you're new here, please do consider following. I'd really appreciate it. It'd be the best way for you to come back and witness this madness continue. Otherwise, thank you very much for being here. You can go to my social links, where I am currently posting the Nullius run. There's also Darkest Dungeon run that's being uploaded at the moment, and a RimWorld run. All those things are completed now. That's what happens when you get 2 months behind in your uploads. Go figure, right? Also, you've got the Discord link where you can find me outside my regular streaming times. So if you want to find me outside there, or just chat with people and post weird pictures of cats or just memes, You can do that there. I don't know why you need to do it there, but hey, look, if you need a community to join, that's a community you can join. I know a lot of people have a community out there, but sometimes it's hard to find a place you belong. I get that. So yeah, we have a friendly community there. It's fairly small, so you get to know everyone pretty quickly, and yeah, it's just nice to have a place that you can belong, where your voice gets heard and you don't get lost in a million things. I don't know why I'm talking so much about this. I usually don't, but yeah, it's there. What else can I say? Well, I stream 4 nights a week. That's Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Today being Monday, I play Factorio. Saturday, also play Factorio. Wednesday, we are playing. Gonna do a little. It's my variety day, and we're gonna be playing Learning Factory on Wednesday. I don't know much about it. It's a little bit Factorio-y. It's got cats, and hey, that's in Bryant. And on Sundays we play RimWorld, where I'm really considering building a bunch of dragon clones, hoarding wealth. I think that sounds fun. That's what we're doing. But that's a new game of RimWorld because the last colony died somehow through poor decision making. Go figure. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here, and I'll see you next time. Take care.